That's your girl Euphoria tapping in with day 323 or 4 of evolving into a starseed. This is the starseed graduate portion of the journey. So if you're here, that means you've graduated through several levels of spiritual trial, whatever time of day it is for you, because time is fluid. So whenever you're seeing this message, when you need to see it. So yeah, just tap right on in and let's get into this message. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers and everyone who's here helping me get closer and closer to monetization, because your girl almost at 1,000. This has been a fun journey because I remember when I only had 67 subscribers on here and I just started being consistent, and you guys have been showing up and supporting me. It's been taking me a while because I'm really trying to get my niche and what I'm going to mainly focus on, because right now we've been focusing on a journey of evolving together. But just seeing that you guys are coming through and tapping in and assisting me and also learning from me and trusting me with your spiritual journey is always dope as well. Um, Also, like I said, y'all are helping me get closer and closer to monetization. So the closer I get to 1,000 subscribers, the more content I can start pushing out, because I can focus on this platform, because I'm making money doing it. So it's gonna behoove me to focus here more. So again, the more you guys support me, the more I'm able to perform here. So thank you guys so much for being here, showing up for me, showing up for yourselves, and of course remembering that quid pro quo. And if you don't know what quid pro quo is, what goes around comes around. So thank you all for being here. All right, so today we're going to talk about pregnancy. Well, no, I can't even talk about that yet because I haven't been spiritual and pregnant yet. I haven't been spiritual and pregnant yet, so I can't talk about that. I want to, but because I keep seeing a lot of pregnancy posts right now. I don't know why that is. It's been popping up. Well, po- I can't even get my words together. It's been popping up a lot, but I don't particularly know why. Um, so let's see, what else can we highlight today? Let's do, what's up, love? Let's do sense of self. So sense of self when it comes to your spiritual journey. All right, so what's up, King Perez? Um, you will have a sense of yourself that you're experiencing, right? And that sense of yourself might not be accurate to what you're believing yourself to be. What does that mean? So you might be sensing that you like one of the bad bitches around town. You got hands. You can beat anybody up in these spiritual streets. And then there comes a battle where you finally get your ass whooped. And it's like you get your ass handed to you. Not even just whooped, but just handed to you. Right? And in that battle, you learn some things about being still. For instance, me, I know that standing in front of the mirror in this particular apartment complex is dangerous, because spirits can travel through mirrors, energy can travel through mirrors. When you get to a quantum physics level, you understand. You'll see things that you can't explain, and it'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. So for me, when I look at my mirror, like if I'm airily looking at my house right now, it looks like something's pushing through my mirror. Have you mind? I spent most of my day in front of my mirror yesterday because I was doing my hair. Shout out to this color. I gotta redo it though, because it's a little bit high red in the roots for me. I need a little bit more orange up in there. So we're gonna probably go back over it and get it to be a little bit darker, and like a darker orange, so maybe a more brown color I'm gonna apply right there. Hopefully before my birthday on the 22nd, but I have court tomorrow. So we'll see if we can get it done before tomorrow, because I kind of just did my hair and spent a lot of time doing it. But I kind of don't want to go to court with high red roots. And they look at me like, oh, maybe she do need to be sat down. They be judging. But anywho, so when it comes to your perception of self, you might be thinking that, like I said, you the biggest, baddest, big dog on the streets, and coming to find out you're still still a little mini weenie, right? And of course, the journey back to self is realizing that all is all, right? Meaning you are omnipresent. You're omni. Or if you do that, make sure you also subscribe. Hello there. You just look so pretty. I just hit a like for your support. Thanks. Appreciate you. Actually, what I'm saying, let's get it, because you'll have a perception. What's up, love? You'll have a perception of yourself that is skewed from reality. But the wonderful thing about life is, they say if you live in Delulu land, you can manifest from Delulu land. Fake it until you make it, right? So let's keep going. November 17th, powerful Christianity. But you will receive, oh my God, today was the day that's why I wanted to talk about pregnancy today, because today is the day I found out I was pregnant 2 years ago when I had my miscarriage and ectopic pregnancy. And this was the day I moved into my apartment a year before that. November 17th has a lot of memories with it for me. Powerful Christianity. But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witness in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria to the ends of the earth. Acts 1:8 NIV. Being spirit-filled is not limited to one particular brand of Christianity. Spirit-filled people are found in every church and denomination. They are people who understand the need for power of the Holy Ghost within them so they won't live a weak, defeated life. The word says to ever be filled and stimulated with the Holy Spirit. Stimulated. Indicating that being spirit-filled is something to which we submit ourselves. Ask God to fill you to overflowing with his spirit so that everything you do today will be done through his power. So essentially, you're not responsible for any of your celebrations and I mean, you are, but you know, they always say, give to God be all the glory. You know, without God even allowing us to be the one sperm cell that found the one egg cell in the fallopian tubes, out of all the different sperm cells that your father busted out, you ended up being that one to make it to the front of the line. We don't really appreciate how rare we actually are, even in the beginning of existence. Like a lot of people, they say, oh, I'm just a regular person. I'm just normal. I'm just, you know, I'm not one of a kind. I'm not chosen. Da, 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 da. But it's like, baby, out of all the sperm cells that touched your mom's egg, and you actually even found it, and you know how many sperm cells actually make it to the egg and don't make it inside the egg? You're special just off of that alone. It'd be a blob of sperm this big. It's point something million sperm cells in there. They got to make it to one microscopic egg. You was one of the sperm cells out of this bubble, this blob, that made it over here and made it in. And then made it through 9 months of being in your mom's womb, developing an eyeball and another eyeball that's symmetrical to some degree, 2 nostrils, 32 teeth, lips, hair strands, even skin tone, a spine that's straight, 2 nipples that work and can produce milk for women. And for women who can actually birth kids, for a womb that actually works and isn't infertile. People don't think about how rare the occurrence of a human being actually is when you actually get the chance to even meet one. Now, to meet the ones that can use their energy to do telekinetics and make stuff push and fly across the room, that's a whole nother level of even more rare. Just like Pokemon cards, right? So I just think that we need to start appreciating the rareness of our perception of a self. Now, you might, oh, I'm not the biggest fighter. Maybe you weren't born to be a big fighter. Maybe you weren't born to be a big boss. Maybe you weren't born to be a fighter, period. Maybe you were born to be more on the angel side of things. Like, you come to bless people and bring less stress. Like, there's some people who come to be the big bully in the room. boom, boom, boom. They come to knock shit out. What's up, Samuel? They come to knock shit out. They come to like destroy the room. They come to tussle. But you're not that person. I don't come to do that. So, I mean, if you want to come and do all that, hey, baby, be my guest. But that's not what I came here to do. And we have to learn to accept that about ourselves, because the fact that we're even born again still is just rare. But the fact that you can be born, period. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel, Little Ghosty. I might not be tough. I might be weak. It depends on who you ask. But you might have been born to be the softie. You might have been born to be the bully. You might have been born to be the logistics, the person that just logically studies every single person. You might have been born to be the philosopher. And that's where our zodiacs come in and kind of help us identify what we are here to do, and our birth chart. So when men are like, y'all listen to that stupid zodiac stuff, you were born at a certain time on a certain day in a certain location for a reason. The energy and the frequency that was being channeled in that area, based on the solar system, based on how the planets, based on astrology and mathematics, you were born at a certain coordinate for a reason at a certain time. There was a certain energy in that place that your mother's portal opened up and allowed you to come into this world through. When you think about how rare you really are and how special you really are, you stop taking your existence for granted and just sitting in the house and do nothing with it. You'll literally go do something with your existence that's bigger than you. And then when you actually get that sense of identity and realizing how rare you are, then you're going to actually start going out into the world. Like, you understand why people make it into being celebrities. You're like, oh, because they found out who the fuck they were. They stopped thinking I'm just this rare, regular person. Like, they start realizing things about them was different than other people. You're not going to find somebody that could just put their hands on the side of your car and then all the fucking locks in your car open up. Some people are born with their telekinesis. You're not going to find somebody that can hold their breath for over an hour, and they're the people who, when you got to spiritually go somewhere, everybody got to crawl up inside of their body, and they got to hold their breath that whole entire plane ride for your ass to get somewhere safe. You're not going to find people like that everywhere. You're not going to find you a human submarine everywhere. You're not going to find you a person that could damn near, if they channel their energy right, levitate. These people really exist, and we know this because there's people right now, I believe on Instagram, his name is Jesus Loves the Sun. Oh God, why do I not know his name? But he literally teaches telekinesis all over the internet. He teaches you how to channel your telekinesis. It's another dude, I don't know what his name is, but I always see him. He's like always like, he'll be doing this and he got all these veins coming out, basically going kame kame ha. He's a black guy. He's always doing this, and then you'll see him like pass out and faint a few times. He had a nosebleed a few times doing this, but eventually he was able to start moving bottles with his hands, just whoosh, and stuff would just whoosh, fly. He figured out how to channel his chi and like emit it through his hands, because it's all electromagnetic waves anyway. So you'll start to realize, oh, shiitake mushrooms, people really are rare. But people who finally made names for themselves just started to actually honor how rare they are. And I make this video today for you to try to honor how rare you really genuinely are, because there's not everybody born like you. Like, for instance, my son, I was pregnant with him when I was 17 years old. I was in college. I came back home. I saw his dad. It had been 3 months since we seen each other. I'm like, oh my God, I missed you. It's been forever. And then, you know, what happened after that? Boom, 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 ba-dum, baby. Ding. Now, the crazy thing is I kept getting pregnancy tests done, and they kept saying, not pregnant, not pregnant, not pregnant, not pregnant. Every single pregnancy test I took, not pregnant, not pregnant. I'm like, oh my God, what is this baby like? But I wasn't coming on my period, and I was always a person to come on my period religiously. Like, every single time, same date, same amount of days. You can't tell me that this period ain't gonna come how it's supposed to come. Right? Until this happened. And I kept taking tests at the nurse's office at school. I bought my own test. I even went to the hospital and got a blood and urine test. They said not pregnant. So I chunked it up to the game. I went back to school. 2 weeks later, it was Howard's homecoming. I came back home for Howard's homecoming because I always went to Howard's homecoming with my friends. My phone overheated at a party and it got lost. So my phone overheated because I was using this thing to put my phone on the charger, right? Well, men can't get pregnant too. So another thing for men who don't respect women, it's like, whoa, you're really weird because we literally bring life into the planet. Y'all can't do that. Y'all help, but y'all can't hold a person inside of you for 9 months and grow them. But we're gonna get on that. We talked about that a few weeks ago. We're past that portion of the spiritual journey where we finally honor each sex's divine capabilities. So my phone overheated and I went to a party and someone stole my phone. So, no. I think someone stole my glasses. Someone stole my Prada glasses at a party. And then we went to Howard's homecoming after that, something like that weekend. So that was 2 weeks after I just took the pregnancy test at the hospital that said I wasn't pregnant, right? What's up, Positive Beats? And this is just how special and supernatural some of us are. Like I said, all the pregnancy tests came back negative. But when I finally went this one time after going to Howard's homecoming, because I may not understand your words, but your beauty speaks fluently to me. Okay. I went to Howard's homecoming and I drank a whole bottle of wine. And I was horseback riding because they offered that. And then after me horseback riding, I don't like that piece of hair right there. After horseback riding, I smoked a whole pack of cigarettes that night. Have you in mind, the 2 weeks before that, when I went to go get that other pregnancy test at the hospital, they did an x-ray of my stomach. Thank you. They did an x-ray of my stomach. Y'all know how when you're pregnant, you're supposed to get an x-ray done? And they're supposed to put the piece of lead over you. They said, are you pregnant by chance? No, because they confirmed I wasn't pregnant at the hospital. So they did a whole actual x-ray of my stomach that day. They said I was constipated because they saw something stuck inside of me. They gave me an enema that day and sent me off. And then when I came back 2 weeks after that, after I went to Howard's homecoming, 2 weeks after that, I went to Howard's homecoming. I drank that bottle of wine. I had a few shots of Ciroc and I smoked a whole pack of cigarettes and I was horseback riding. Do y'all know the next day they told me I was 6 weeks pregnant? They finally found it they finally found the hormones 6 weeks later. Well, really it was 5 weeks. It was 5 weeks later. So when I went, I was 3 weeks. So I was about 5 or 6 weeks when I went back in the second time. So you mean to tell me 2 weeks ago y'all didn't know I was pregnant? They said with a blood test, you're supposed to be able to find out if you're 2 weeks pregnant. So I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I just drank a whole bottle of wine, took shots of liquor, and smoked cigarettes, and was horseback riding all the day before I found out I was pregnant. Do you know how guilty I felt about being a mother, about being an adult? Like, I felt like I had failed my kid already before he was even born. But some people are just so supernatural that even as an embryo, when all odds are stacked against them, they still make it here be fully cognizant, creative, beautiful children. My son is 13 years old. That boy is about 6'2", taller than me. I'm 5'9". He's so smart. He's so intelligent. He's a leader when he needs to be. He knows how to fall back when he's not good at something. He knows how to watch somebody and learn what they do. He knows how to almost get himself out of damn near anything. I'm starting to have to teach him how to get out of other things now. Because now, you know, people, they be mental magic and people. They be trying to, like, do roots on people's brains and shit. Like, your fucking neighbors and shit be trying to control your household. Like, girl, that's not your kid. Don't be putting no damn root work on my son's brain. Sit your ass down and go figure out why the hell kids can outsmart you in this game of spirituality. Don't put no root work on nobody else's kids. That shit is rude. That shit is foul. And that's overstepping your boundaries. Because you don't know what kids have been through for them to even be able to attain that kind of authority and power. Because like I said, my son was not supposed to be here. He got an x-ray done of him as an embryo. I drank a whole bottle of wine and several shots of Ciroc and smoked a pack of cigarettes. What's up, Wayne? And I was horseback riding, which can knock your hymen out of place and knock you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to horseback ride when you're pregnant because all of that, especially in the first trimester. Then on top of that, I even had smoked at one point and I was bleeding from my uterus. I was spotting when I was in college. That's the only reason I dropped out of college. Because I was there and I started bleeding while I was with my friend, bleeding. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? I shouldn't, oh my God. I start panicking. You know what? It's time for me to go back home. And I went back home and I went straight to hair school. Straight to hair school. I was 4 months pregnant in hair school. Because they told me I had to wait another month for me to start. So I literally found out I was pregnant, went to college, then started bleeding a little bit, got scared because I went to that hospital out there. And I'm like, I don't like that hospital out here. And if I got to keep coming to this hospital for my pregnancy and I ain't got nobody to be with or nobody to like look after me, like my friend Juju luckily was there and she stayed with me. But girl, that's not, she's in college. She was a year younger than you supposed to be. She came to college a year early. So she wasn't even supposed to be here having that kind of responsibility on her. So I'm like, I can't even put this on you. Like, I got to go back home. All these odds stacked against my pregnancy and my son is the vital being that he is today. You don't realize how amazing your existence is until you really think about how rare it is that you're born. And then some of the things you got to go through, even as an embryo, just to make it out here. And then you made it through your childhood and didn't go mentally insane, didn't accidentally stick a damn wire in the goddamn wall and get electrocuted, didn't accidentally drown in the pool. You made it to a certain level before you even had to spiritually wake up. Like I didn't have to have a spiritual awakening until I was 28, 29. So I made it a long time before I was like, here in this bubble of existence and really consciousness. So I've been alive, all this time, like la 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 la, living the most lackadaisical life. Some kids spiritually wake up at the age of 6, 7, and they've been going through this consciousness battle of, am I here, dead, alive, what's real, what's fake, since they was children. So some adults sometimes need to back the fuck up and realize like a lot of children are dealing with what you got going on. Plus they got to go to school and listen to adults. Not just have a job and pay bills, but they got to listen to other adults trying to tell them what to do. And they like, I know you wrong. And I see how you touching me and how you feeling up on me. And I see what you're trying to do to help make your problems go away. You don't even realize I got the same exact mental problems as you. I'm still trying to balance the understanding of am I alive or dead, or what is this consciousness bubble that I'm in? And people be trying to use children to nurse their issues, not realizing the children going through the exact same shit as you. You don't realize how rare it is to be here, but then you don't realize how responsible you need to be as an adult to protect children who are also going through their spiritual awakening. That becomes a whole nother layer of accountability. And if your parents had to be accountable for you when you were going through your spiritual journey and you made it to this point in life, and they were able to keep your mind sane up until a certain point before you finally figured out what the fuck was going on, shout out to your parents for trying to help you live in La La Land. So I think a lot of us need to really focus on the fact that it really is an actual blessing to be alive. Because there's people who are in caskets right now that we can't talk to. So even if you're confused about what the actual level of your spiritual awakening is, or whether you're here or you're coming or going, you got to realize this: you're here on this live, you're alive, you're able, you're here. If there's people who are in caskets that you can't contact, why are you questioning whether your life is legitimately real right now? You're really here. And that's rare because it's about probably 10,000 people plus that didn't make it this morning. But you keep waking up. You keep having the ability to access the internet. And then the fact that you have a whole computer in your hand every day and you're not using it to make money, you're just using it to waste time. You're just using it to just look at what other people have to say, and then you feel bad about the things that they say, and it affects your everyday life. You don't come on here to educate yourself more to figure out how to be a better person. What's up, man? Y'all not think about that? Appreciate you. But y'all not think about that? How special it even is that you're even able to wake up and touch a phone every day that can help you educate yourself about who you are. And you can make money from it. You ain't got to worry about, or you ain't got to wait till you go to work to go to your work computer to make money. You can figure out how to make money on this little computer that you hold in your hand every day. We're really not appreciating the specialness of our existence every day because, again, to make it out of that bubble of over 10 billion, 10 million sperm cells and make it into your mom's one egg, make it through being conjured and becoming a human and growing in your mom for 9 months and then making it out the womb safely enough to even experience a childhood, and then making it through childhood safely enough to even experience being a teenager, and then making it through teenage years safely enough to make it to adulthood, because some teenagers don't make it. Some teenagers get shot in the neighborhood. I had it where a little boy got shot in my neighborhood. He had just graduated, got shot. He gone. He didn't get to go to college. He didn't get to drive his own car. He didn't get to buy his own car. He didn't get to have a girlfriend, a wife, potentially become a father. People aren't really grateful for the shit that they have, the basics. The basic continuum of just you. The stream of consciousness that you are. People forget. Appreciate you. People forget that some kids don't even get to make it, let alone us adults. We sitting here being ungrateful about being here. Bitch, you ain't gotta go to work. You get to sit in the house all day. I don't even see you leave your house. You sitting here being ungrateful and rude and stomping on people's heads. Like, it's people who gotta work to be able to survive. Women who gotta work to be able to survive. Men who gotta work to be able to survive. You just get to just chill. And you got the nerve to be upset. How dare you be upset about being able to be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad? What's up, Blue Star? Same. So I'm not trying to like humble nobody or get nobody to think about it, but like, really, you're here. What's up, love? You're here and able-bodied, and then have the nerve to be upset. Anyways, let's get y'all reading. Look, I'm trying to hurry up and monetize my channel. That's what I'm doing today. I got court tomorrow. I can't be playing around. I gotta take my son to his first day to his new school. He's checking into a new environment today. I got to be a support system for him while he goes through that. Getting used to being around new people. You ain't got to grow more. All you got to do is be more grateful. Like, damn, thanks. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Damn. That's a blessing. It's people who are alive who can't even breathe without a breathing machine. It's people who literally are gasping for air as they're alive. Praying to survive, or are we just grateful that we're alive? You gotta really think about the vibration you putting over your life. Like, praying to survive sounds so deadly. It sounds so sad and depressing. But being grateful to be alive sounds so much more uplifting. Again, yesterday I spoke about music and how music can be a part of your spiritual journey. And music being a part of your spiritual journey, like the vibrations that you're listening to while you listening to music is so important. Like, a lot of people are not realizing. Oh, yeah. They are. Okay, I'm glad you clarified that for us, because I'm like, all right, let's get into this reading, because I've been seeing a lot in the pre-shuffle that I'm like, eesh. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of abundance coming your way, and some harmony as well. So abundance with the 9 of Pentacles, and then harmony with the 4 of Wands. Okay, we got Empress energy coming out, so mastering of different energies coming through. Then we have the 8 of Swords. So Empress energy will be attained after getting out of this pit. And celebrity status and mastery will be coming as well. So mastering of something will be coming. Wheel of Fortune. But that only comes after a tower. So something's about to happen. It's about to be a little chaotic. Talk to you later, man. Somebody's going to have to go into some kind of poverty. That might be spiritual poverty. I just saw the Devil card. And somebody has to become a student. Because I'm just looking over top of my head and I'm just seeing stuff like it's on top of my head. I'm just like, what are y'all doing up there? I'm just seeing that over top of my head like, wow. So Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords is up to something. They up to something. Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords is up to something. Now it said become a student. Maybe they up to something. Maybe they finally gonna teach you something. Learn you something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more card for this row. We got the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Abundant, spiritual, feminine energy coming through. This one piece of hair that you don't want to curl right. Ugh. Maybe that's how they look at you. After the celebration, justice. The celebration of the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords coming together will cause some kind of justice. Tell me more. So maybe you're coming out of this poverty once you learn to be a student. King of Swords. Okay. What about him? And the King of Pentacles. A choice to be made. You have to have the initiative to get grounded in this decision you're about to make, because it is balancing the light and the dark. Understanding both. There will be some kind of judgment that'll be coming about because of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, leaving things behind that disgust in order to manifest, build, and grow. I just looked down and saw a Libra, so that King of Swords might be a Libra instead of a Gemini. All eyes are watching you at this time, so be mindful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there will be some kind of 5 of Swords that's going on. Somebody might go to jail. Someone got stabbed in the back. Someone's making it out of it, and then someone's been watching in the bushes the whole entire time. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Excuse me, that's a lot. I'm not gonna take that. Somebody's having some kind of imposter syndrome. Somebody is going to be a protector in this energy, though, so allow that to be the case. You will achieve a star energy. What's up, Fifi L? Emperor at the bottom of the deck. That's Aries energy. I had a feeling this card was about to pop out. Love at first sight with the King of Cups might be important. A King of Cups that might have had love at first sight with you, towards you. It's important, but be patient, they said, because of this. So somebody might have the hots for you, and they want you to be patient and just wait for them. I will wait for you, for you. I will wait 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 for you. Presidential rolling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. ATL Jacob, ATA Jacob. You pray for my demons, girl, I got you. She know I can't take everywhere, nigga, going. Children, God. You can't leave me alone. Gossip and messages, that ain't what we doing. After a while was ending, would you cry or would you try to get me? Tell me now, I want you to be clear, yeah. Tell me now, I need you to be clear, yeah. I will wait for you, for you. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. All right, let's break the reading down. Okay, if you do play the lottery, these are the numbers you should take down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spirit, your soul contract, your generational curses. The story is love at first sight will get you some kind of protection these days. Some kind of imposter syndrome is what you need to have to take the initiative to end up with a celebration for a Queen of Wands that wants to have harmony. For your soul, the number is 1-2 for water, your flow. King of Cups is living in their imagination, trying to manifest something, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the Pentacles, Earth, money, material wealth. The story is be patient. This King of Pentacles is becoming a student, maybe even coming out of poverty and finally rising into mastery of themselves to fully reach their full celebrity potential. That's going to bring them their abundance. So I do hope that for them. Jesus Christ. That's been a journey right there. That portal, that dimension, child. All right. Okay. For the next number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, for the mind, swords, air energy. Some kind of backstabbing, betrayal, 5 of swords kind of energy has someone balancing their light and their dark energy. A king of swords maybe and a queen of swords might have a long way to go because they got to go through some kind of pitfall because they try to do some sneaky shit. And we already know that that's not good. We don't do that. We don't do no sneaky stuff. We just take shit on the chin, you know? Next number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Story is to reach your star energy, or a star has all eyes on them right now. They're being judged for who and what they are, but that's going to bring them justice because people finally get to see the truth in them. This tower that's going to happen, or a tower may occur, and sometimes towers aren't bad. Sometimes things got to fall apart for better things to come together. So something's falling apart for a wheel of fortune to happen for an empress, or something that fell apart is the wheel of fortune. Whatever fell apart is the wheel of fortune that was needed in order to reach empress energy. So I hope that this reading helped you out. I'm sure it did. And if it didn't, then why you still here? Let me stop. Let's break it down a little bit more. My smoke detector keeps on saying the battery is low. Somebody's battery might be feeling really drained right now. Somebody might be feeling really low on energy right now. If that's the case, get your rest. Don't burn out. Just rest. But don't rest to the point where, because, people be like trying to know your schedule. They be trying to tap in with you, lock in with you. Certain points of time, they think that they know your life. So they be trying to like, oh, if I wake up around this time, I could use this for this. And it's like, girl, you don't know my life. Someone is a shaman or an ancient healer or has ancient healing wisdom, which is going to finally cause them to emerge and be seen with this dragonfly energy. Dragonfly energy. But you got to be vulnerable in order to experience this kind of energy. Power at the bottom of the deck. So your vulnerability is actually your power, not a weakness. So celebrate and go with the flow of things because new beginnings are coming. But you got to get into solitude in order to really hone into what this perspective truly is. Again, you might be a healer and don't even realize it, but it's fogged and veiled about what exactly your healing power is. So sometimes just your presence is healing for people. Just you being around people helps them heal, helps them focus. Crystals at the bottom of the deck, focus, helps them activate their pineal gland. Because you're so high vibrational, it makes people use your vibration to send it through their body to reawaken dead portions of themselves. Because your vibration is so live, it reawakens the dead. You might be that person. I don't know who that's for, but that just came through very clear as day. That your vibration might just be so lit that it reawakens the dead. Like people who feel like they can't feel their heart no more. When they get around you, they can feel their heart again. When they get around you, they can feel their mind moving again. When they get around you, they can feel their hips moving again. You know what I'm saying? So like, you might be that for somebody. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that could be your gift. You are the gift. Okay. Last card, wind activation. So when it's windy outside, know that you're being activated. Don't get afraid of the wind. Embrace the wind. It's activating you. And get grounded. Okay? Get grounded. May your energy be balanced. May you have a clear mind and a light heart. May your energy be protected. May you balance the light and the dark. Shout out to Intuitive Kev. That's a beautiful poem on the back. I love that. I love that. All right, so somebody wants you mentally and emotionally unstable right now because they see that you're ascending, so they're trying to send spiritual attacks your way. A mature woman. They want you to feel off kilter. They don't want you to feel like you're finally learning yourselves because you've unblocked yourself. You've unlocked yourself from certain aspects. With a lot of hard work and labor, you've beat the veil that they wanted to have in front of your eyes. A karmic masculine might be significant in this as well. Let's see, what about him? And a karmic masculine doesn't have to be a man. It could be a feminine who's carrying karmic masculine energy. Because there's a difference between feminine energy and masculine energy. What about this karmic masculine? Something about a commitment, a marriage. Okay. What about the commitment in the karmic masculine? Appreciate you. Oh, so maybe he had a commitment to someone who's ascending. So he's being karmic to an earth angel. That was a weird sound. Y'all heard that? I'd be wondering, like, what that looks like spiritually when that be happening. Like, is that like roots, like, grabbing hold to my insides? Or what the fuck is that? Balancing the light and the dark. As tall as the tree is, the roots got to go just as deep, baby. The roots got to go just as deep. Oh, okay. I had to stretch that out real quick. Bottom of the deck, we got a rich guy. I wonder what lip color I can wear with my hair like this. I think I gotta do smoky browns and stuff like that. There's a karmic feminine who has faith. And is enamored with someone or something. Someone who's imprisoned. Has an attachment to it. What's the relationship between this person who's imprisoned and this divine feminine? Or the karmic feminine, her faith helped her lose her imprisonment or let go of the imprisonment over her. And now she's able to rise and ascend. Because remember, we saw the ascending card into a divine feminine. Because she let go of what was imprisoning her. Tell me more. Y'all know I cut about 2 inches of my hair off yesterday. It felt so good. Like, you know how usually when you cut your hair, you be like, oh my God, I gotta cut my hair. Like, I was cutting my hair. I was like, I just took a big chunk. I was like, wow. I was like, oh my God. And then it came down. You see how these curls is like holding the body. Like on this side, it's perfect. Like how this is just like this. It's perfect. I gotta get this side to do it. You know, it's always one side that want to act up. But I think this is just always the side that's supposed to go behind the ear type deal. So that, you know, it could just like this. I don't know why I just was called to say that. Both sides not gonna match. And we gotta be okay with that. That's death magic was done to a child? Death magic was done to a child. Okay. I don't like that because y'all know I got a kid and I be feeling so triggered every time I see that because you know my son got that haircut. But the kid is unbothered, right? And that's leaving other people obsessed with how they can continue to keep doing this death magic to this child. That's why I try to tell you at the beginning of this live, like my son made it through Hell's Gates coming out of the womb. Had an x-ray done of my stomach. Alcohol, I was like drinking, didn't know I was pregnant. The hospital told me I wasn't pregnant. So I'm sitting here living my best life in college. Shots, smoking cigarettes. Like, I was 17, have you mind, back then. But here I am, 32. My son's 13 years old. Ain't no death magic gonna kill that boy. That boy done already showed that he was cosmic. Plus, his father had already gone through a spiritual activation and enlightenment before he was born. His father had been shot when he was 16 years old. You can't kill the already dead. You know, people already, some people born as spirits already. You can't kill people who already born spiritual. Magic, like the only way to kill people who was born spiritual was to actually like murder them. Because they were already born on a spiritual frequency. I think people don't realize that. That's why my son's like, I'm the Flash. I'm faster than most people. Because some people are already born on that frequency. Because their parents have already gone through spiritual activations before they got here. See, I didn't fully go through mine already. I think I was already being used as a spiritual activation for other people because of who I am. So when my son was born, he has like his human side, his emotion side from me, but his active, like I'm active in these streets kind of side. I think that comes from his father, because his father was already shot at the age of 16. By the time I had him, I think his father was shot at 15. But yeah, unexpected money is coming from a divine masculine who might be your twin flame. And it's going to start a relationship. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah, people really be like lost, like really be trying to like hurt people. It's like you can't do death magic on something that's already magic. Like it's already the magic. It's the magic that you're using. Magic all comes from the same source of energy, which cannot be created nor destroyed. And they're doing this because of poverty, right? But it's like you can't destroy with magic something that was already birthed with magic. Death magic only works on people who aren't aware, and they go into psychosis and start thinking they're dead. When you already know you've been born into the unreal and the unexplainable, what's really going to stop your mind? Because everything's in the mind. Somebody's living in lust right now. I am a Sagittarius, but I'm also a Scorpio because my birthday's born on the cusp between Scorpio and Sagittarius. So what we're looking at is a Scorpotarius, right? And I'm sitting here looking at them trying to do this to this kid. And it's like, this is crazy. People don't even realize, like, you know you're going to burn the fuck up in hell for trying to do that to a kid that was just sitting over here hanging out with his friends over this weekend, right? My son was just chilling with his 3 friends this weekend, and motherfuckers out here trying to do the hex of a lifetime with my child. I'm looking right at it. A single, sexy, and successful female who's considered to be an ice queen is with a twin flame, but there's some kind of abuse going on to their divinity. Somebody's abusing their divinity because they don't realize when they see divine beings, right? And that's causing somebody to have animosity, but it's also causing an awakening for somebody else. Like, my son was over here minding his business with his friends, just chilling, hanging out, and they was just doing what they do. Now I'm looking at my son, I'm like, hold on, let me see something right quick. Oh, so y'all trying to do all that to my kid? That's crazy. Like, that's my baby. You trying to do all that to a baby? A kid got you riled up where you gotta act like that? Damn. That's crazy. So you just gotta be like, all right, bitch, get the fuck up off my shoulder, bitch. You and your motherfucking husband, because this shit ain't gonna work. Look, they dropping shit and stuff in their house now. Yeah, you living off my energy. Stop it. They trying to send evil eye. I'm like, hold on. I keep hearing the thing, low battery. And every time I think about my son's energy, I start getting like a little bit darker in the face. Like, hold on now. And they said death magic is being done to a kid. All right, y'all. I gotta get off here in 3 minutes. I gotta go make sure my son's straight. I know he is. But you know, motherfuckers be acting real out of pocket. Thinking that the kid was the one doing it to him whole time. It was not. It was somebody else using the kid's identity. But anyways, divination and the legal system are going to come together to really solve this situation and this whole entire conundrum. Because a lot of people don't be realizing who and what they're actually fighting up against. They be thinking it's one thing and don't realize it's a whole nother other person behind a mask. Like, you do realize people can put your face on, right? Like, you know, it's a way where someone can replicate your face and put it on and then go do crime with your face on, and then people will send the black magic or the spiritual attacks back to you, thinking that it was you that did it when really it was someone else that was wearing your face or your identity. Like, people really don't understand how spirituality works these days, and it be showing, because it's like, are you serious right now? Please stop. I was over here meditating yesterday too, doing my Kamehameha. I'm sitting here like pushing all my energy to my Kundalini, activating the people. Just... Just gotta pray for him. All right, so it says divinity. So your divinity is being tested at this time. And somebody's doing voodoo to you because of your divinity. Like, somebody's mad that you're divine, so they're trying to do voodoo. They trying. It ain't working. It's like, y'all serious right now? I'm gonna pray for y'all. Because someone's trying to do a love spell. A flying monkey is trying to do a love spell on you. I was feeling it because I ain't gonna hold you. Your girl is over here leaking like a faucet, and it's just like, really? I mean, you using sex to try to disempower me? You do realize, like, when I channel that energy, how my face just started looking younger, right? Like, you going out of your way to pump your energy into me? Okay, I mean, sure. I'll take all the donations. Don't mind if I do. Meanwhile, like, you see how they water just stopped as soon as I got this thing that was sticking my son and his forehead out? It's like they be doing black magic and be thinking like this shit is gonna be like lethal or like unseen. Like, I'm watching you. Why are you doing that to a child who was minding his business this weekend, hanging out with his friends? It got you that tight? Go outside and go hunt, doo-doo head. Duh. It was 4 boys in here minding their business. I was meditating. So what happened to you where you feel like somebody down here was doing something to you? Maybe because we were minding our business and doing what we usually do, you got, you know, I don't know, something about that. But I'm looking at the energy like it's like coming down on my son's cranium like this. And I'm like pulling it out because it's like they're using like a scythe. And I'm pushing it up to come out of him. And it's like, okay. So then why are you doing that to a 13-year-old child? I'm confused. Or maybe you don't realize that other people do like try to inhabit the body of children. So maybe you're sending the attack to the wrong person. But let spirit balance it all out, of course. Someone's enamored with you because you're in your north node and they're jealous of you being in your north node. Some priest. There's a message. Some nice guy might move you into a house or something about a nice guy in a house, in a courthouse. And it's going to leave somebody in a health concern and turn you into a rich girl where you're going to be with your soulmate, and that's going to have somebody else concerned. But use your intuition, of course, because somebody right now is in bondage and that's their karma because they were being a thief. You'll find out in the distant future, but you and your family and your children are protected because you are, in fact, a starseed. And whoever this person was trying to put you in a third-party stitch to steal your money or steal your abundance, or your abundance, so they knew you were a sweetheart, so they wanted you in a relationship with them. Some mature man. And it's creating some kind of conflict because you're not confused due to you having a gift. And you are one that is to be trusted because you know how to manifest moving the fuck on from people. And that's what's going to bring you money while your opposition gets their fucking ass beat and be in emotional pain. And that's why they're blocked now. Because a rich guy wanted to leave you for a Jezebel with this abandonment card. But the mature woman expresses no hate and is of high honor. So let the ritual be, because the ancestors going to come through and clean shit up quick, fast, and in a hurry. They be like, hello from the other side. So yeah, your hard work and efforts are still going to have you being a rising star. So just don't worry about it. Stay in your thoughts about it, but don't be in your thoughts about it. Okay, baby? All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. No more, because why the hell are you sitting here attacking my child? It's really throwing me off. Because now I'm like, somebody got to send somebody up towards you. I got to call the ancestors to come get a whole entire suplex out of your ass now. Because you done tried to fucking hit my son inside the head with fucking dark magic. willingly. I'm watching you do it. And I'm speaking to you about it, asking you to stop, and you're not stopping. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Oh, remember, here on this platform, you are heard, seen, and loved. Remember, always have peace, love, and hair grease and everything in between, because these are your tools in your body to help you manifest your dreams and let nobody take advantage of you. Okay? And when people think they figured you out, they just going to have to learn you again. Remember that. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all be gods. And remember, it's just you against you. Nobody else. Peace.